Title: You go to bed exhausted. The lights are off. The room is quiet. Your body feels tired, but your mind suddenly turns on. You start thinking about tomorrow's responsibilities, a conversation you had earlier today, a problem you still haven't solved. Minutes pass, then 30 minutes, then an hour. You're tired, but your brain refuses to rest. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Millions of people struggle with sleep because their brain stays active long after their body wants to shut down. And two of the most common causes are stress and anxiety. Most people use these words as if they mean the same thing. But scientifically, they are actually different. And understanding that difference may explain why your mind keeps running at night. In this video, we'll explore what stress really is, what anxiety actually means, why both can disrupt sleep. 5 signs anxiety may be affecting your sleep, and a simple strategy that can help calm your brain before bed. Let's start with stress. Stress is the body's natural response to a challenge. Think about the last time you had an important deadline, maybe a project at work, an exam at school, or an important presentation. Your body probably reacted immediately. Your focus sharpened. Your mind became more alert. You may even have felt a surge of energy. That reaction is stress, and it exists for a very good reason. Stress is part of the body's survival system. When the brain detects a challenge, it activates a communication network between the brain and the body. This network signals the release of hormones such as cortisol, often called the body's main stress hormone. At the same time, the body turns on its internal alarm system. Your heart rate increases. Your breathing becomes faster. Your brain becomes more focused. This is known as the fight or flight response. Thousands of years ago, this response helped humans survive threats in the environment. If our ancestors encountered danger, their bodies needed to react quickly. Today, the threats are usually different. Instead of predators, we face deadlines, financial concerns, relationship conflicts, and the constant pressure of modern life. But the body reacts in the same way. In short bursts, stress can actually help us perform better. It can improve focus, increase motivation, and sharpen attention. But the problem begins when stress never fully turns off. When stress lasts for weeks or months, the body can remain stuck in a state of high alert. Cortisol levels may stay elevated. The nervous system stays activated. And eventually, this constant alertness begins to affect sleep. Stress response to a current challenge, usually temporary. Now let's talk about anxiety. While stress responds to something happening right now, anxiety works differently. Anxiety is the brain preparing for something that might happen in the future. Imagine this situation. You had a stressful meeting earlier today. The meeting is over. You finished your work. Logically, the problem is gone. But later that night, lying in bed, your brain begins replaying the conversation. Did I say the wrong thing? Did I make a mistake? What will happen tomorrow? What if something goes wrong? Your brain keeps running scenarios. That shift from reacting to a situation to mentally replaying and predicting possible problems is anxiety. Psychologists often describe 2 main types. The first is state anxiety. State anxiety is temporary. It happens during stressful events like interviews, exams, or important decisions. Once the event is over, the anxiety usually fades. The second type is trait anxiety. Some people naturally experience higher baseline levels of anxiety. Their brain stays more alert to potential problems. They tend to think ahead, analyze situations, and anticipate possible threats. This doesn't mean something is wrong with them. It simply means their brain is wired to be more vigilant. But this heightened awareness can make sleep more difficult. Another key difference between stress and anxiety is this: stress usually disappears when the situation ends. Anxiety can continue long after the original problem is gone. And when that happens late at night, sleep becomes much harder. Stress reaction to present challenge, anxiety, anticipation of future threat. Sleep requires the brain to slow down. As bedtime approaches, the body begins transitioning into a calmer state. Heart rate decreases, breathing slows, brain activity becomes more relaxed, and the body releases melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate the sleep-wake cycle. But stress and anxiety interrupt this process. Instead of slowing down, the brain remains in alert mode. Cortisol may remain elevated. The nervous system remains activated. And mental activity continues. Your brain may start reviewing problems, planning tomorrow's tasks, replaying conversations, or imagining worst-case scenarios. Instead of drifting into sleep, the brain stays busy. And that leads to common sleep problems such as difficulty falling asleep, waking during the night, lighter sleep, and waking up feeling exhausted. Over time, this can create a powerful cycle between anxiety and sleep. Before we talk out solutions, let's look at 5 signs anxiety may be affecting your sleep. If even 2 of these sound familiar, anxiety may be playing a bigger role than you realize. Sign 1, your mind won't turn off at night. You lie down in bed and suddenly your brain becomes more active. You replay conversations. You worry about tomorrow. You try solving problems that could wait until morning. Sign 2, your body feels tense in bed. Anxiety activates the body's alert system. You may feel a faster heartbeat, muscle tension, or restlessness. Sign 3, you wake up in the middle of the night with worry. Many people wake around 2 or 3 a.m. and immediately start thinking about responsibilities or unfinished tasks. Sign 4, you wake up tired even after sleeping enough hours. Anxiety can reduce sleep quality by causing lighter sleep and frequent awakenings. Sign 5, you start worrying about sleep itself. After several bad nights, people begin thinking, what if I can't fall asleep tonight? Ironically, worrying about sleep makes sleep even harder. Stress, anxiety, poor sleep, more anxiety. This is known as the sleep anxiety cycle. Breaking this cycle starts with calming the brain before bedtime. Several simple habits can help. Maintain a consistent sleep schedule. Limit caffeine later in the day. Reduce bright screens in the evening. Practice relaxation techniques like slow breathing. Regular physical activity can also improve sleep quality. For people with persistent insomnia, one of the most effective treatments is cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, or CBT-I. This program helps people change the thoughts and behaviors that interfere with sleep. Stress and anxiety are closely related, but they are not the same. Stress reacts to immediate challenges. Anxiety anticipates future threats. Both can keep the brain alert at night. But once you understand how these systems work, you can begin to break the cycle. If you'd like help calming your mind before bed, I've created a free 1-page guide called Bedtime Decompression Techniques. It includes simple methods designed to help signal your brain that it's time to wind down and sleep. You can download it free at CareThrive.org. And if you found this video helpful, subscribe to the CareThrive channel for more evidence-based guidance on sleep, mental wellness, and healthy living. Because good sleep isn't a luxury. It's one of the foundations of health.